EPA and Council take action on illegal fill. By James Poyner. Nillumbik Council is seeking to reassure the community that action is being taken regarding activities on a private property on Black Gully Road, Diamond Creek. Both Nillumbik Council and Environment Protection Agency Victoria are pursuing action through the court system. As the cases are before the courts, information that can be published is limited. In early September, EPA Victoria released a statement regarding the prosecution of a man from Diamond Creek over the alleged illegal acceptance of construction and demolition waste. Mr. Joseph Katkuti will appear at Heidelberg Magistrates Court on October 29 on multiple charges brought by EPA Victoria. Mr. Katkuti is the owner of a property on Black Gully Road, Diamond Creek. EPA Victoria will allege Mr. Katkuti on multiple occasions accepted construction and demolition waste, as well as soil containing construction and demolition waste, without the appropriate authority to do so. EPA Victoria will also allege that Mr. Katkuti has failed to comply with a notice requiring him to cease accepting, classify and clean up the wastes.
Construction and demolition waste poses an unacceptable risk to the environment if not disposed of appropriately and must go to facilities permitted to accept it. We will continue to work with Nillumbik Shire Council on this case, monitor the site of the alleged offence and take further legal action if needed to keep the community safe.
Explained EPA North Metropolitan Regional Manager Chloe Burnett. Nillumbik Council released a statement in late September outlining the actions they are currently taking. Council noted it wants to reassure the community that action is being taken to cease illegal activities. Council has also provided a summarised list of actions being taken. Council enforcement at Site 1. Council lodged an application for an interim and full enforcement order with VCAT in May. In June, VCAT issued interim enforcement orders for the landowner and occupier to cease receiving or importing any fill onto the land, placing or stockpiling any fill on the land, and or spreading or working the fill on the land. The full enforcement order hearing was heard by VCAT from August 4 to 6. Council is still awaiting the outcome of the VCAT hearing. If full enforcement orders are granted, the specific wording of the tribunal members' orders will be important for determining any additional enforcement options for the site. Council enforcement at Site 2. Council is aware of activities at a second site in Black Gully Road and has moved quickly to investigate, gather evidence and commence robust enforcement action. Council is aware that native vegetation has allegedly been removed, and this forms part of the current enforcement proceedings. Council has lodged interim enforcement proceedings and full enforcement order proceedings with VCAT for Site 2. On September 18, VCAT issued interim enforcement orders for the landowner to cease using the land as a refuse disposal, receiving or importing any waste, soil or fill onto the land, placing or stockpiling any fill on the land, and or spreading or working the fill on the land, cease destroying native vegetation, cease lighting any fires on the land. The full enforcement order hearing has been set down for 9 days, commencing January 19, 2026. Heavy vehicle load limit. Council applied to the Department of Transport and Planning and the National Heavy Vehicle Regulator to reduce the permitted load limit for trucks on the entire length of Black Gully Road, from Ironbark to Broad Gully Roads. The load limit will be reduced to 18 tonnes, the size of a bus. Generally, a dump truck full of fill can exceed 50 tonnes in weight. Immediately after approval was received, Council commenced manufacturing load limit signs. These were installed in multiple locations along Black Gully Road from September 15. Council is working with Victoria Police to enforce these new load limits. Other action. Council continues to monitor Black Gully Road for street sweeping requirements. Council thanks the local CFA and FRV for monitoring fires on the sites. The Bulletin will continue to monitor these cases and provide an update when possible. This article was read by Rebecca Rose,
Sandy Miller.